Play the commercial at least 3 times a night. All right. Got to talk about a few little local things here in Memphis, and then I'm going to deal with this police shooting in Fort Worth. All right, intro of my show is playing now. Hoping that your weekend was great. All right. Mm. And just when you thought it was safe, it is absolutely, positively not. And good Monday evening to you. And welcome again to still the most controversial television talk show anywhere imaginable. Thank you all so very much for being here with me on this evening. And thanks to my social media followers, thank you this evening. And folks just everywhere. It's just great to be alive. It's a beautiful day. It's a great day to be alive. It beats the hell out being dead any day of the week. And I know some of y'all went to church yesterday and singing "When You See Jesus" and everything gonna be all right. I'm gonna be a little messed up. I am not one of them holy rollers that's on my way uh, to see Jesus right now. I ain't in no hurry to see Jesus. Peter, Paul, Mark, John, James, Andrew, Bartholomew, none of them people. I'm not excited right now about seeing them. I want to live, I want to have a great life, and I'm sure that you do as well. Want to also say good evening to all of our new viewers over in Central Arkansas. Glad to be over in the Arkansas area around Little Rock and Hope and Conway and all of those cities. And I got to find out a little bit more about those areas as well. Got my main topic I want to talk about tonight is going to be about the situation that happened in Fort Worth uh, on Saturday, but I want to deal with something local real quick, if you don't mind. The city of Memphis is very generous and very generous to those who are supporters of the mayor of this city, which I do not personally believe he won fair and square. That's my opinion. Take it for what it's worth. I do not believe that Jim Strickland got 67% of the vote. I don't believe it. One of the reasons that I don't believe it is there's a video that was sent to me. It's on YouTube. What is the name of it? It's on my Facebook page. It was sent to me. Let me see what the name of it happens to be. I've got it up presently right now on the Facebook page, and I noticed that a lot of people are scared to deal with it. What is it called? Fraction magic. That's what it's called. It's called fraction magic. And it shows how the votes in Memphis can be easily changed and manipulated. They've got a fellow on there that's showing you how it's done by the name of Benny Smith, a black guy. Benny Smith is showing you how the numbers can be moved around, how the the election machinery can be preset. Well, let's say you can get a 2-for-1 vote. In this particular demonstration, Benny Smith goes back to the Willie Harrington, Steve Cohen congressional race. And he shows how the numbers could have been manipulated in that particular race. Benny Smith was placed on the Shelby County Election Commission in April of this year. So you take the man who has all of the knowledge about changing the numbers, changing the votes, you put him on the Shelby County Election Commission. It's interesting. Go and look at it for yourself. Now, star podium, you're about to leave this page real quick. Okay? About to leave this page real quick because, first of all, that ain't what we're talking about. I don't have time to joke and play. So we just gonna go and rid ourselves of you. Now, what I'm primarily concerned about this city is politically corrupt. And those who are followers of Jim Strickland, they receive gifts and favors. I was looking at something my good friend Apostle Ricky Floyd put up last week, and he was talking about, he was one of the preachers that supported Jim Strickland. And Floyd was talking about people that called him sell out, Uncle Tom, this, that, and the other, and said that he had received bribes. Then Doc posted about 6 things that Jim Strickland had done for him and for the church. I said, damn, Doc, you know, if you're going to say that, you contradict yourself by putting up all these things personally that Strickland has done for you. But I got hold of some more paperwork. And there are many groups in the city that receive funds from the city. Did you get that? Yeah, I see it there. Thank you. They get funding from the city. They ask for money from the city, and the city usually gives you a portion of what you ask for. Like the Academy for Youth Empowerment, they asked for $51,000. They got it. That's Hazel Moore's group. Going down here, the Alcid Ball Development Corporation, who says that they have an operating budget of $235,836 a year. They asked for $5,000. They got the 5. The April 4th Foundation, whatever the hell that is, they asked for $30,000, got $17,500. Bloomfield Urban Initiative, and I'm familiar with that, with Eunice Johnson, who says they have an operating budget of $135,300. They asked for $50,000. They didn't give it $15,000. Blue City Cultural Center asked for $118,860. They got 25. I mean, they just got all kinds of groups. Some of these groups I've never heard of. What you mean it's not coming up? However you gotta do it, don't make no difference. Then see if you have to find out the reason why. The Code Crew. I don't know what the Code Crew with Mika, somebody African. They asked for 100,000. They got 60. The let's see, and some folk didn't get nothing. The Dragonfly Capacity Development, whatever that is, they asked for 120,000. They got 10. Dress for Success, asked for 50,000. Got 25. Uh, the Ernest E. Withers Historical Photographic Foundation, Andrew Withers, asked for $50,000, didn't get nothing. Yeah, with no pictures got taken. Feed the Needy, asked for 35, they got 35. Families Matter, asked for 25, they got 15. Steve Moore asked for $250,000 for freedom from unnecessary negatives, got 125. Whole lot of things. But then I got down to one that concerned me because I knew the name. The Greater Memphis Media. Who says that they have an operating budget of $549,502. A fellow who attempted at one time to be a TV talk show host failed miserably at it. He said because his shows were for the intelligent and intellectual. Like, damn it, I ain't intellectual and I ain't intelligent and stuff. Left the SVP TV network owing nearly $3,000. But, you know, his name is Brian Clay. The city gave Brian Clay $65,000. He asked for 65, and they gave him $65,000. Brian Clay, who went to school, the law school, with Jim Strickland. Brian Clay, who's been sick forever. Brian Clay, who says he has a media company. You can't go to the page? Huh? Well, just go to my page and do that then. That's my page? Okay. All right. Brian Clay doesn't have a TV show, doesn't have a radio show, doesn't have a newspaper. But he says he has a media company and got $65,000. For what? What kind of media company are you? But I started researching. Y'all know I like researching and stuff. First thing I looked at when I saw you had a media company, Brian, you have an operating budget of $549,502 to do what? I'm on TV and radio. And my operating budget for a TV show that's on 5 nights a week, 4 weeks a month, 12 months a year. And now that I have a radio show, I got a budget for that. I'm on 3 hours a day, 5 days a week, 4 weeks a month, 12 months a year. And it don't take me $500,000 to operate. I may take in some nice numbers, close in that ballpark. But what you doing? And then I call a city council person. I called Martavius Jones. I said, Martavius, how y'all give this guy some money? He said, well, he has a 501c3. He came before and brought certain paperwork. Yeah, but he left out a piece of information that y'all needed to know. What's that? I said, I pulled his state papers and his 501c3, his nonprofit corporation, is inactive. It's been dissolved by the state of Tennessee, which means that the Greater Memphis Media Corporation is no longer a corporation. It is no longer a business. And why are you all giving this scam artist, apparently, this fraudulent individual, why y'all giving him taxpayers' dollars, and again, to do what? What you doing? Y'all just giving away us money, us good tax-paying citizens. You just giving away our money to this scam artist? Is it because he's a friend of the mayor? Because it would seem to me that if you're going to give away taxpayers' money, there should be some checks and balances. Now, I think and let me put this point here on it being dissolved. Y'all just gave them the money for the beginning of this fiscal year, which started July 1st. But he's been out of business with the state since February of 2018. And y'all know I got the paperwork. I got the receipts. I love receipts. I don't just go off of what I heard. I go get some receipts. Because if you got some receipts, you can't worry about what the people are going to say you lying. No, I got the state paperwork right here with the seal of the great state of Tennessee on it, where Brian Clay, 2113 Worcester Lane in Bartlett, got our money. He got our money, y'all. He ain't on the TV. Again, what kind of media company you got? You ain't on TV. You tried to do this little thing called Brian Clay's Chronicles. What was that on Facebook? I know we ain't paying nobody for no damn Facebook shows. So what is the city of Memphis doing? Just giving money away. Just giving money away. You can come up with any type of organization in the city of Memphis, and if you're kissing Strickland's ass, you get paid. Yeah, I guess I ain't gonna never get no damn money. I mean, they got groups on here, Memphis Kings Youth. They asked for 25, they didn't give them 5,000. Legacy, Charlie Caswell didn't get no money. I want y'all to go to my Facebook page, and I'm back with my name spelled backwards. Charlie Caswell, this idiot. I don't like that Negro at all. Pastor Charlie Caswell. I don't like him. It ain't no secret that I don't like him. I done told y'all I don't like him. I done told him I don't like you. Why don't you like him? Because he was a black pastor, pastoring a black church in the inner city that was a poor church when he got it. This Negro played the game with the white folk, and the white folk were giving him water and making him out to be the great nigga of North Memphis. Well, when the white folks started pulling some of their funding and giving it to their own peoples, the white peoples, here you are pastoring, you say you love the people of North Memphis. You quit them and go to work for the white man. You quit your church in the inner city, being a mentor, being a foundation for black people in the inner city to go work for the white folks' church. I lost all respect for his poo-put ass. I don't think he, doo-doo. I don't think he doo-doo. I don't even think he baby doo-doo. He ain't mid-age doo-doo. He's some slimy, old folk, nasty, stinking doo-doo. That's what I think of that Negro. I think he's a sellout. I think he's a coward that you leave black folk because you can't get paid. I don't make a dime at Naked Truth. Not one dime. My folk can't pay me. And they ain't paying no damn bills. But I got a commitment to what I do. And I heard some of you black preachers were talking and saying that I'm going to walk away from 3835 Raleigh Mills Road. I done got tired. I am tired, but I ain't going no damn well. So you might as well get it out your mind that I'm going anywhere. You want to deal with me whether you like it or not. You can kiss my entire black ass and call it sweet, because ain't nothing that none of you motherfuckers can do to me. Nothing. I don't owe none of you motherfuckers a favor. You can kiss my ass. You're not out here committed to the people. When I look at what you're trying to get from these poo-put ass politicians, you're kissing politicians' ass. Yes, you're getting some things for your churches done. But does that mean that you sell out your blackness because the white man got some favors for you? The white man got some trinkets he can give you. He's throwing you some crumbs. So you say, yes, sir, master, I'll sell out this black community. Damn them, give it all to me. So no, I don't like his black ass. And here he says he's a mentor to young folk. And then this old ironclad Negro gets on there with guns in both hands like a gangster. You got a Tommy machine in your hand. What kind of example is that for our young folk? Are you saying now that when we talk about the gangbangers being on social media with their guns, are you telling them now that it's okay, rubber doctor, not worth a damn pastor ass, Charlie Cass? Well, you ain't shit. I mean, I ain't supposed to say shit, man. No. I ain't supposed to say shit, but you ain't shit. You ain't. And I'm tired of you sellout ass Negroes. You Negroes who think it's okay to get in bed with the white man, and you think that the white man is going to do more for your people than you are. Come on. I don't think nothing of you Negro preachers that were out there pushing Jim Strickland, not a damn thing, because you mad at Willie Harrington. Some of you were mad at me. I don't know. You can kiss my ass. What did I tell you how to kiss my ass once before? I got two sides, so get the other cheek too. I'm tired of the sellout Negroes. You Negroes that kumbaya wanting to go to the damn mountaintop singing "We Shall Overcome." You Negroes ain't shit. I mean, shucks. I'm gonna stop saying shit. I'm through saying shit. But y'all ain't. So I think when it comes to Brian Clay, there needs to be an investigation. Are you all just giving away our money? Now, you mean to tell me there are no checks and balances? Greater Memphis Media, Brian Clay, $549,502 as his operating budget to do what? That should have made you suspicious. Again, I got a media company. I got a for real media company. TV and radio and social media. And I don't have an operating budget of $500,000. You give him somebody's whole salary is $65,000. And I told Martavius this morning. He said, man, we got to put in some more checks. I think y'all need to already have these checks and balances in place. I mean, folks just walk up here and just get money. Or any kind of damn name. Brittany Thornton, she didn't get nothing because she run for office. Got a group called Juice. Said her operating budget is $25,000 a year. She asked for $20,000. They didn't give her nothing because she was running for office. These are how some of these Negroes in this city are living. They're living off of these grants, off of these 501c3s that's not contributing back to the community. I see groups like Norman Red Wing deserve every dime he gets. Norman, the Good Samaritan Outreach Ministries, Norman Red Wing has a annual budget of $100,000. He asked you for $100,000. Norman's group feeds the hungry every day, bringing men off the streets every day. Didn't just start it. He was doing it when he was operating out of his pocket. I've known Norman Red Wing, I know 30, 40 years. He asked y'all for $100,000. Y'all give him $17,500. But you give this Negro that cannot verify anything that he's doing, you give him $65,000. Look at some of these other groups. Memphis Bear, well, they didn't get nothing. Lifeline to Success. That's the reason DeAndre Brown is kissing the ass of Strickland. Ask for $200,000, you got $200,000. Says your budget is $1,248,000. Y'all get large off of taxpayers' money. The Make a Difference Foundation, Betty Lawson, asked for 25, she got 10. I'm just looking at some of these names. My City Rides, a private business downtown that has carts that pick folk up. So they got a budget of $1,145,764. You ask for $26,000, you get 15. First thing I want to understand is, if you got a budget, if you got an operating budget of over $1 million, what the hell does $26,000 do for your budget? Not a damn thing. Nothing. They got a group called the Mouth of the South Foundation. What the hell they do? Artemus Williams, operating budget of $103,800, asked for $40,000, and they gave him 10. What's the Mouth of the South Foundation? What y'all do? NAACP, the biggest damn joke in the city. The checks was bouncing a few months ago. NAACP ain't worth a damn in Memphis. Ain't doing a damn thing for black folk in Memphis. You ain't a part of no causes in Memphis to effectuate change in Memphis. Asked for 134,250. You said that's what your budget was. You wanted the city to fund your whole damn organization. They gave you out $25,000. For what? The new ballet ensemble in school. So now we're paying for ballet classes. Oh, but then her last name be Smite, don't it? Katie Smite. Got an operating budget of $1,578,283. Asked for 40,000. Y'all give up 30. But the family owns the Yellow Cab Company. Operation Stand Down. William Jones, what's that? 243,961. Asked for 30. They gave him 15. Playback Memphis. What the hell is that? Virginia Reed Murphy. Asked for 10, they gave her 5. Saving Lost Kids. Brian Callis. Asked for 50, they gave him 15. School Seeds. 39, they gave him 5. Then here's another one of them sellout niggas that was with Strickland. Why does Sidney Chisholm need a grant from the city? Sidney's friends. Operating budget $35,000 a year. Asked for 10, they got 5. No. What y'all funding is that damn picnic that Sidney Chisholm has every year down at his place. Sidney's friends, but he's a friend of Jim Strickland. He was kissing ass on the commercial with Jim Strickland. So Jim Strickland's part, and see, this is the reason that black folk are not coming forward and standing up as black folk, because you getting benefits from the Strickland administration. I'm just looking at some of this mess. Volunteer Memphis, y'all got 25,000. Victims to Victory. Catherine Lawson. Didn't I just have on something else? Wait a minute now. Damn now, Catherine. It was a Lawson on here. Wait a minute. I know I saw that name Lawson before. Betty Lawson. I bet you they some damn kin. I bet they sisters. My mom and daughter one. This city is a damn joke. Anybody? Boy, I better not go down there and ask for no money. I got CDC. I can prove what we're doing in the community. We gave out groceries to 150 people. I guess it was too cold for everybody to come get the groceries. So I put them groceries up. 150 families we fed on Saturday. Damn. All right. Let me get me some water. Take me to a commercial break. We'll be right back. I like this wall. with this fruit in it.
I know, that's your favorite
No, I ain't gonna be able to get no grant, brother. I already got a group. Oh, these peaches in here now.
time.
So I done drank all the water.
Do you need mine?
Yes, you don't need no water.
What make you think I don't need no water? I get
You
it.
go drink the water from. I'll go put some more water on these peaches.
I'll put you some more water on your peaches
It ain't gonna be this hit or marinated all day.
then.
Take my tongue and pull a peach out here.
Tilt your head back.
Huh? Them peaches, I want one of them peaches.
They come out. Then how you think they got in? Drink all the water off of there first.
I can't get my tongue in the hole.
No, you just ain't long enough. Drink all the water off, and it'll come to you. See, that was coming.
They come in all at once. Damn.
See, I told you.
I can't get it out. Anyway, let me quit clowning. Well, I need to stop, Flo. You called me late last night. What you want? I was in the bar. Get some hand sanitizer.
Not, it's in church. I'm sorry. You know, I had to give it to that lady the other day,
What lady?
yesterday,
What lady yesterday?
at church, need this on. I
Oh,
said
oh,
it
okay,
in the other
okay.
room, I mean, I didn't give it to her, I said it in a different room.
Is this the last one? All right. Coming back in just a second. We on my page?
Yeah,
Okay. You can say one word. What was the problem? We couldn't pull the stream up.
Something wrong with the track. She talking to him now.
Talking to who?
She
Trackhouse?
She talking to the folks in the track. Yeah.
Talking,
I
Debbie?
don't know, David Courtney, one of them. Cause they were asking why he wasn't streaming. And she said, cause it wouldn't work. It wouldn't work on my page either.
Hmm. We're in the, for no, come back in.
10 seconds.
Okay. 10 seconds.
And 5, 4, 3, 2.
Get your tickets, get your tickets. Had a guy, Brother Jenkins, came in today, bought a whole table. Say he don't want nobody to be, he don't want to be bothered with no, he's, might not be nobody at his table but him and his wife. But a whole table cost $400 and 8 people can get to a table. He paid the $400 today. He said, I don't know if I'm gonna have anybody there or not, but I want my table right there in the middle. Dale, did you mark off his spot?
I did.
His spot. Fix it, Dale, done fix your spot, Brother Dinkins. But the tickets are selling. I talked with Carl Sims. Carl Sims calls me forever. O.B. Buchanan was by the place today. Y'all know why O.B. came by. I got to call Vic Allen, Luther Lackey. Courtney Lewis is going to be on the show. Adrena and Sheba Potts Wright. Go get your tickets. They're $35 in advance. I can only sell 500 tickets. I can only sell 500. That's what my gym capacity is. It's a stage already there. It's going to be full sound. It ain't going to be no church mics. I have a company that comes in, Brother Robert Bowie, guy I've been using for years, comes in, sets up the whole back line, everything, speakers, everything. It's professionally done. I'm gonna even have a photographer man there taking some pictures and things for the big thing. It is the Friday night after Thanksgiving, the 29th. Okay, go on, get your tickets. But the only place to get the VIP tickets is at Naked Truth. We'll be there tomorrow, probably about 11-ish. See, here will mess me up. I get up at 5:30 in the morning. Most times I don't go to bed till about 12. And I get up, and I'm so glad, Jesus, God is good, that my studio is in my house. So I get up and throw my robe on, and, well, I do. I get up, I throw my little robe on, and I go into my studio in the house. Well, I told y'all because of ministry, I downsized for a year to bank some money. Then I'm gonna go back and get me another great big house. I can't stand living in a 1,700, 1,800 square foot house, and I'm used to 3,000 square feet. But God is good. You make some sacrifices for those things that you believe in. So I moved in the house. I've been great. I didn't know you had to light them, what you call them things, them pallets. And it's been a little cool in the house. So this morning when I got there, and I do a lot of mornings, I go back and give me about 30 or 40 minutes sleep. I went back, got up under them kibbles all by myself and just went to sleep. So I got to give me the Memphis Light Gas and Water people, we call them, couldn't even get through to them today. I guess a whole lot of y'all need your pallets lit at your house. So I'm gonna be cool at night too, and I'll make it in the morning. All right. What is Alluring doing? Let me see what Alluring doing. Okay. All right. Mhm. All right. Now, Warren, what'd you say, Warren Jones want to know where can Warren J's wings and things get some of them reparations that the city is giving out? It's a shame. It's a shame. But I do think in this case, and I might just sit at my desk tomorrow and go through a bunch of these to see if y'all legit. Mhm. Yeah, and I see some things on here that's worthy of something. The hospitality hub of Memphis.
That's downtown for the homeless people,
Help the who?
homeless people.
Oh yeah, I like that. What's the Arts Cafe? Oh, they didn't get no money. They asked for something. They didn't get none. Tech 901. Street Ministries, Eric Ballantyne. Damn, I got a whole church ministry, and he got a street ministry. And you can ask. I'm gonna try to get to this. I'm just amazed at this money that the city of Memphis is pimping us with. Street ministries get $10,000. Damn. Now he wants to tell me the street minister's annual budget is $1,480,000, 480,000 rather, $538. Asked the city for 100,000, and they gave away 10. Youth engineered success. Asked for 25, got 25. So here's nearly $3 million off of this list that's been allocated to groups. And again, some of them are deserving. Like when I see the cocaine alcohol awareness program. And see, here's the thing about it. You take a program like this, they asked for 246,705. They asked for 246,705. The cocaine alcohol awareness program, and the city only gives them $5,000. Damn. This is one Caregivers Refresh Center. You ever heard of that?
Yeah.
I ain't making this stuff up. The Caregivers Refresh Center. So what do they refresh?
The caregivers.
The caregivers? Actually, 19,000. They gave them 5. Building people, building communities. Gail Denise Robinson. Asked for 10. They gave her 10. I'm just the April 4th Foundation. Can I have the April 1st Foundation? That's my birthday. Can I get some for the April 1st Foundation? The Emmanuel Center. What's that? They got $20,000. Dress for Success. Rhonda Treadwell. Asked for 50,000. They gave her 25. I'm still trying to find out what this dragonfly capacity thing is. Ellen Roberts asked for 120,000. They gave her 10. I've heard of this. What is the Divine Nine Foundation?
The Divine Nine is all of the Greek organizations like
The who?
Greek organizations.
The who?
Greek.
Greek. Like as in Greece?
As in like the Kappas, the Alphas, the Qs?
Don't they take up dues?
Yes.
The Divine Nine asked for 10,000.
Well,
No, they asked for 25,000. They got 6. Then well, no, they didn't get none. What is couture? That's a fancy word for me. Courture. Couture Cares. Davina Jones asked for $40,000. They gave 15,000. All y'all need to do is get a 501c3. Now, let me tell you what. Dell does 501c3 packages. Dell did both. I have 2 501c3s, one for the church and one for Naked Truth Community Development Corporation, which operates those things that we do as towards the community, the food programs, the Christmas programs, all of those programs come under our CDC. And how much you charge it now?
$1,500.
15. Now you need a 501c3. Dale will put your complete package together for the state of Tennessee. Show you how to do your records for your 501c3. See, when I look at Brian Clay, you don't spend the money back then, because they don't take, if you miss your date, it don't cost but $500 to renew. You didn't have $500. Somebody said he was sitting on that little piece of paper that I had on TV, looking like a whole bag of sugar.
Sugar.
I don't know what that means, but somebody said he looked like a whole bag of sugar. All right, so much for that. But if y'all need a 501c3, we do that at the church. All right. Now, that's almost 8 o'clock. I still got time. In Fort Worth, Texas, it's done happened again. Somebody said get $100,000 for the Fatty Bear Soup Kitchen and Outreach. Do y'all really think, I'm trying to go to this, but y'all keep dragging me back to this. Do y'all really think I'm gonna get anything from the city? Do you think I'm gonna get anything from the county? No. No. See, even if the council approves this, you can't get it until the mayor signs off on it. Do y'all think I'm gonna get anything from the city? Neither one of the mayors particularly care for me. County mayor, he don't care enough for me. So that's the reason. And see, I don't get no grants. I don't get no grants. And a lot of times people think that because you are a 501c3, that you're getting government money. The only thing that the 501c3 allows me to do is not pay tax on some toilet tissue. Or when I go get food and other things for the church, I can use my 501c3 status. That's all it does. I don't get nothing. Nothing. I have to struggle every month to make things happen at Naked Truth. because I ain't giving up. I ain't going. I get mad as hell, and that's when I ain't got to kiss nobody's ass. You know, I tell folks that come into church, I don't run after you. If you come, you join, you stay a minute, and you go on. I ain't coming looking for you. Because that lets me know you wasn't there for the real purpose of church. Someone asked me, what about your deacons? Ain't got no damn deacons. What the hell I need a damn deacon for? To do what? Deacon wasn't God's idea, no way. Mm-mm. No. That was Paul's mess, wasn't it? Go and look among you and find yourself. I don't want one. I ain't gonna have one. Closest thing I got to a deacon is Brother James Hunter. He's a faithful member of the church. He's gonna be there every Sunday. When I pull up on the lot on Sunday mornings, he's gonna be there. He's gonna sit out there and make sure the last car is gone. He's gonna be at all the functions. And there's nothing in the world that Mr. James Hunter could want that I would make sure he get. Because his faithfulness exceeds everything else that he's doing. Everything else. Love Mr. James Hunter. But the rest of these folks, we had a good time yesterday, though. Shoot, I had some folk there from Meridian, Mississippi, and y'all timing out. By the time y'all come back, I'll be on this other thing. Meridian, Mississippi, Las Vegas, Chicago, and St. Louis. We had a ball on yesterday. If you can't help me, don't block me, get out of my way, is what we talked about Sunday. This Sunday, I'm going to talk about take out the trash. That's Sunday morning's message at Naked Truth. Take out the trash. Now, let me get into this, though. What is Dennis talking about? Okay, either Memphis. What is that?
I didn't read it.
Okay. We've had a lot of discussion about Amber Geiger, who went in the house of Bolton John, shot him in September of last year. Went into the wrong apartment, shot him dead. A couple of weeks ago, she was found guilty, given 10 years. Given 10 years, and got a hug from the brother, got a hug and a Bible from the judge, got a hair stroke by a guard. Well, it's happened again in Texas, Fort Worth, Texas. Early Saturday morning, a young lady was killed. By a police officer that shot from the outside into the house. An individual had made a welfare check call. I better not say welfare check because some of y'all just got excited. When I say welfare check, to check on the status of individuals, they call that a welfare check. That ain't something y'all get in y'all hand. When you see something or you've been missing somebody from a house or something, you do a welfare check. Just have police go by and check to see if everything is all right. Gentleman did just that. And a police officer looked through the window, saw a young lady there. In fact, let me just read the report, because that police officer resigned on today. Fort Worth police announced at a news conference today that the officer who shot and killed a woman in her home resigned. Interim Police Chief Ed Cross identified the officer as Aaron Dean, a man who has served about 18 months with the Fort Worth Police. Krause said he was going to fire the officer had he not resigned on Monday morning. Krause said a criminal investigation is ongoing and he expects to release an update by Tuesday. Someone just texted me and said that he's been arrested. The FBI also has been briefed to investigate possible civil rights violations. Check that for me, Dale. See if he's been arrested. Krause said his intentions was to fire the officer for violating policies, including the use of force policy. Because Dean resigned, he is no longer under the protection of the state civil service laws. Krause said that Dean has not cooperated with the investigation and has not answered the questions from investigators. Dean is being investigated in connection with the shooting death of, what is that? What is it?
Tatiana.
Who?
Tatiana.
Tatiana Jefferson, who was shot at her home in the 1200 block of East Allen Avenue at about 2:30 a.m. Saturday after her neighbor called police to request a welfare check at the home. Dean posted on his Facebook page that he started working at the Fort Worth Police Department on April 13, 2018. On May 10, 2018, he posted a photo in his police uniform. Y'all sending me stuff. Let me look at it. Maybe someone's. Okay, he's been charged with murder. Okay. And rightfully so. He has been charged. Former cop, I think this story is going to be more interesting. Former cop who killed black woman in her home charged with murder. A former police officer who resigned Monday after fatally shooting a black woman in her home has been booked in jail for murder, according to the Fort Worth Police Department. Aaron Dean, who is white, fatally shot 28-year-old, what's that word again? Tatiana Jefferson early on Saturday morning as she played video games with her nephew. The Fort Worth Police Department said that officers responded at about 2:25 a.m. on Saturday after a neighbor called a non-emergency line to report that Jefferson's home's front door had been left open. The department added that officers saw someone near a window inside the home and that one of them fired after perceiving a threat. The video released by police shows two officers searching the home from the outside with flashlights before one shouts, "Put your hands up, show me your hands." One, damn, this thing is, okay.
Got it.
No, it's, you know how these pages shift on you. The video released by police shows two officers searching the home from the outside with flashlights before one shouts, "Put your hands up, show me your hands." One shot is then fired through a window. The officer does not identify himself as police. At a news conference on Monday, Police Chief Edwin Krause announced that Dean had resigned and apologized for Jefferson's death. Krause said he intended to fire the officer Monday for violations of the department's use of force and de-escalation policies. Nobody looked at that video and said there's any doubt this officer acted inappropriately, Krause said. I get it. We're trying to train our officers better. We're trying to shore up our policies, trying to ensure they act and react the way that citizens intend them to, that they may act and react with a servant's heart instead of a warrior's heart. Earlier in the day, Jefferson's family demanded justice. Why this man is not in handcuffs is a source of continued aggravation for his family and for his community, said family attorney Lee Marriott. He gets everybody's cases in Texas, don't he? She was enjoying a life in her home where no one would have expected her life to be in harm's way, especially not at the hands of a civil servant who has taken an oath to serve and protect, said Jefferson's sister, Ashley Carr. Okay, it just goes on. I might as well read. Dean was hired by the department in 2017 and had been an officer since 2018, Krause said. He had been involved in a traffic accident but had no other previous disciplinary incidents on his record. Responding to a reporter's question about how the incident affects trust between the police department and the community, Krause said, I get it, and said reform efforts are underway. An independent police monitor and a third-party panel of experts are being brought in to review the police department, an effort that was underway before Jefferson's death, according to the city manager. Jefferson had moved into her mother's home because her mother had been in failing health and was recently hospitalized, the family said. She often helped care for her younger nephews, including 8-year-old Zion. Merritt said Jefferson stayed up late playing video games with the boy and had lost track of time when they heard noise outside her bedroom window. Police said the officers didn't park their marked vehicles in front of the home, instead parking nearby and walking to the home. Merritt said the officers passed 2 open doors and never announced themselves, instead prowling and whispering outside. According to Marriott, the child said his aunt wouldn't let him go to the window to investigate, instead going herself. That's when he saw her fall to the ground. I asked myself what would have happened had that little boy went to the window instead of his auntie, Marriott said. A single bullet hole was visible in the window of the single-story, freshly painted purple home, and floral tributes and stuffed animals piled up in the front outside. Fort Worth is about 30 miles west of Dallas, where another high-profile police shooting occurred last year. In that case, white Dallas police officer Amber Geiger fatally shot her black neighbor Bolton John inside his own apartment after Geiger said she mistook it for her own. Geiger, 31, was sentenced this month to 10 years in prison. According to a demographic report released by the Fort Worth Police Department, nearly 1/3 of its 1,100 officers are white as of June 30th. Just over 20% were Hispanic or Latino, and only about 10% were black. The Fort Worth Police Officers Association issued a statement on Sunday calling for a thorough and transparent investigation into the shooting. Fort Worth police said it released the body cam footage soon after the shooting for transparency, but that any camera footage inside the residence could not be distributed due to state law. The body cam video included blurred still frames showing a gun inside the home. It's unclear if the firearm was found near Jefferson, and police have not said that the officer who shot her thought she was holding a gun. And it goes on and on and on. It's long. So that's basically a synopsis of what happened on that particular night. And the police. I did see the mayor of Fort Worth on television earlier today, and she was very apologetic. But, I like to know what your particular feeling is on this. Why Texas? Why are police officers in Texas so gung ho? I want to talk about that, and we will after these commercial messages. Anything happen on another thing? You think anything will happen on that?
Oh,
Mr. Garfield, apparently you did something wrong. You gone.
okay, Dennis was saying that,
Huh?
I said Dennis was saying that either the local station blocked you or Memphis did, he can't get you on the TV down there. That's all he was saying.
T. But the local station couldn't. T. Ask Debbie if there's any problem with the TV station down there. Tell her tell her that the white guy says he's not able to pick me up down there. Yeah, on the TV. Oh. Is it?
She's about to call around and check on it now.
Okay. Why do you think it's taking so long? They either say yay or nay.
I don't know. I think because it's more of a yay,
Huh?
I think it's more of a yay, but today is a holiday.
Well, apparently they was open. They called me.
Well, that's what I thought.
Huh?
That's what I thought, sir. Oh.
Oh. How many? This the last one?
Yeah.
Okay. Put the phone number up when we come back too. I guess I'll do the phone lines. It doesn't say whether it's first degree or second degree murder, does it? If I can just say. All right.
And 5, 4, 3, 2.
And make sure you get your tickets. Go on and get your tickets. Go on tomorrow. 3666 North Watkins on the north end of town at Sherrod's Furniture. And while you're in Sherrod's, look at all the lovely furniture they have in their place of business. Also, you can go to 62 Fairway to DMC Cleaners. Take some clothes on the inside and let them know, hey, we appreciate you being in our community. All right, get your tickets down. Get your tickets, get your tickets, get your tickets. What do you think of this particular case? Do you think that when it goes to trial, he will get a 10-year sentence, or do you think an example will be made out of him? Do you think there's any racism involved at all? 901-231-9239 is my number. Yeah. 901. Was that some good news?
No, that was Dennis saying it came back up.
Oh, okay.
Says back up.
901. Let her know so she
I
knows.
did.
Okay. 901-231-9239. What do you think about this particular case? What do you think about the police in the state of Texas? Again, do you think that there was any racism involved in it? You're in a black neighborhood, you're in a black house. What's your feelings on it? 901-231. 9239. What is somebody saying? It's not showing on TV. I don't know what you're talking about. Okay. 901-231-9239. 901-231-9239. Yeah. Thank you, Nina. I do remember Sandra Bland in Texas. Do you think that Texas law enforcement is anti-black, they gung-ho, or what do you think the situation happens to be? And I invite all of you from all around the country to jump in on this particular conversation. 901-231-9239. Do you think anything will happen? Do you think that he'll get a lesser charge? Okay. Will he get a lesser charge for his particular actions in this case? Okay. What do you think? Do you think Mr. Dean had it out for someone black, or was he fearful for the neighborhood that he was in?
Yes, sir. To accept, press 1. To send a voice.
Go ahead.
Yes, sir. Good evening to you, sir.
Good evening.
My name is Mike, calling from Las Vegas, Nevada. And I just wanted to say, first and foremost, it's tough out here, man, for us as a people. You know, and we continue to take for granted that we will be judged on the merits of what we do, but not on us. You know, and it's just time we really, really, really just have to take a look at the hand that has been dealt with to us, and stop looking at it like when you're talking to a child and you don't want to tell them that there's no Santa Claus.
So,
Never be.
are,
Go ahead.
are you saying, man, Matt gone, so you don't have to worry about him. Are you saying then that we're supposed to have a general fear of police officers?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Not just police officers, the entire justice system. You know, we are second-class citizens. You know, we can't take this
Mm-hmm.
We can't take this color off. We can't put on a costume. This is what we are. They can put on a costume. They can pretend like they are, with the cause and they understand the injustices. They can do all that.
Mm-hmm.
But yet at the end of the day, when they go home, they're Caucasian. They don't
Okay.
live what we live. They don't
Okay.
live what we feel. They don't get what we get.
Okay. All right, brother. I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
And
All right.
it's a tough day. It's been a tough week. It's been a tough month. I'm 63 years old. It's been a tough life.
You 53 or 60? Did you say 53 or 63?
63.
63. Okay.
5'3", yes, sir.
5'3". Okay.
It's been a tough time here in this country. We try and raise our children, or at least I know I did, to be righteous men
Mm-hmm.
and respect everybody.
Okay.
And yet still, it's hard. It's hard, man. It's just hard.
Gotta go, brother.
We're going to keep on pushing.
All right. Thank you, brother. Gotta go. All right.
Call from.
James Taylor.
All right, James Taylor, go ahead. Yes.
We need the police officers, but we don't need the corrupt police officers, and we don't know the corrupt police officers from the good police officers.
But
Because
go ahead. Finish what you're saying. Say what you're saying.
I mean,
Go ahead and finish what you're saying.
we have a lot of good police officers in Memphis. Then we got a lot of crooked police officers, which are black police officers. You get more respect out of white police officers than you would black police officers. In the black neighborhood, Springdale, New Chicago, Douglas, I was coming down the street last week, and they pulled me over, just want to check my ID. Then they checked me out, then they let me go.
They checked your. What did they stop you for?
They don't have to have a reason.
By law,
That's what I'm saying.
brother Hutcherman, hold it a minute. What did the officer tell you that they pulled you over for?
They had to have a reason.
Sir, wait a minute.
Ask me for my ID.
Sir, I'm asking you a question. When they pulled you over, did you ask why you were being stopped?
When I went out,
Did you ask the police officer why, for what reason, sir, did you pull me over?
no, because I was clean. I didn't worry about it, This ain't the first time it happened.
Sir, but see, here's the things, some basic things we have to understand. Even though you saying that police officer pulled you over for no reason, you have the right, you have the right to question that officer as to, sir, why are you pulling me over? And you have the right to get an answer.
Well, that's true, too. But if you ask them some questions, then they want to be smart with you. Then you speak up for yourself.
Well, sir, you're supposed to speak up for yourself. There are certain basic rights, even when a police officer pulls you over, there are certain rights that you have. And the first right is to know why you are being stopped. That's the first rule. Why am I being stopped?
But, I understand. I know my rights. I've been down there trying to pay on stuff, but, if I ain't getting that, then I give them my ID. If they go on, I'm going to go on, But, it's just certain things and
You don't, sir. You don't win in a going off situation. You can't win. When you say if they go off, I go off. You can't win in the going off situation, brother. Huh?
Well, I know you can't win, Fez. We all came up in the same neighborhood.
Okay, you think I don't know what you think I don't know what I'm talking about? I still say that there are rights that you have. If I am pulled over and if I ain't speeding, officer, why was I stopped? You cannot just stop me and ask me for my ID.
I understand what you're saying, Brandon, but sometimes you can ask them that. If they want to be a smart, they're going to, they're going to.
Then you have the right. Then you have. Okay, thank you, man. Ooh, I'm tired of you. I am tired. You got rights. Okay. Then you ask for a supervisor to come to the scene. Okay? Ask for a supervisor to come to the scene. If you stop me, and I know when I'm speeding, which is a lot of time, and you pull me over for speeding, I ain't got no argument with you. Okay? I ain't got no argument with you. I'm gonna have my insurance, I got my registration, I'm gonna have my license. But you've got to learn what your rights are. Yes, you're on there.
Yes, I'm listening, watching the show, man. You have seen on YouTube many times, not just YouTube, in real life. You can cooperate with these officers, and it still don't go their way. I'm proud to hear you say it. I know you've been around 60-some years old, but not every situation is like that.
Damn, brother, I didn't say that. That's not what I said. I said that you still have rights. There are questions you should ask.
Right, and you got those same police officers, if you politely ask those questions or present your rights to them, they still, you get the wrong officer, he's still gonna override you in everything you do or say.
Then you ask for a supervisor to come to the scene.
And that's what happened. And they have been yanked out the car, pretty much, and still forced out the car while awaiting the supervisor.
Well, and I've seen it happen, and I know that it does happen. But 94544, you're gone. But I still say, brother, you still got to know what your rights are. You've got to know what a police officer can and cannot do. We take everything else. If you're being stopped, you need to take what's going on. You need to take your conversation with that police officer. I'm not telling you to confront that police officer, especially if you clean.
I agree.
Okay,
but I agree that everything needs to be taped and whatnot, but like I say, the way they do things nowadays, man, like you told me, brother, you can't win. You talking about him, he can't win getting upset and shout. Like I said, it's gonna have to be that right police officer. More likely these situations will be handled in an appropriate manner. These police officers trained to do that. To me, my personal opinion, I'm gonna let you go because I know you're a very, very busy man. These police, they go on duty each day as if a kid playing a video game, and that's just kill, steal, and destroy, and to hunt our brother. They patrol in the neighborhoods of the black people. High crime, they're pulling us over. Half of us in the wrong, but they still, it's like a hunt. I'm going to go on the board to see how many can I pull over.
Okay, bro. Thank you so much.
All right, man. You keep doing what you're doing.
All right. Is that on? It is now. No wonder I was losing. It wasn't on. Okay. So then what I'm hearing is that there is just a general distrust of police in the city. These type of incidents don't make it any better. Yes, I am aware that there are road cops out there, police officers who are not about the business of people. I totally agree with you on that. No problem. But I'm still saying that you as a citizen need to know what your rights are not to confront them, so that you can deal with the situation after the occurrence has happened.
Sure.
To accept, press 1.
Go ahead.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm great. Go ahead.
You doing all right?
Go ahead, sir.
How's it going?
Bye. Damn, I told you I'm fine. Come on. So everybody's calling. I'm great. I'm doing fine. I'm okay. When you answer, go into what you. We ain't friends. Let's come on and talk about what's going on, the issues that are going on in this community. Damn. All right. Come on. Let's try it again. 231-9239. And again, I'm doing fine. Everything is okay. Okay? Let's talk about this particular issue. All right, baby, you gone. Okay. Come on. What I'm telling you, see, I got to know why you pulling me over. Now, the day I got pulled over on the interstate for going 81 miles an hour, I kind of figured what the officer was pulling me over for.
Call phone.
Mark.
To accept.
Mark, go ahead. Go ahead.
How you doing?
I'm doing great. Go ahead, man.
Listening to the TV.
Quit listening to, don't listen to the TV. All right. Ooh, God. I said this every night. Do not listen to the TV. There is a delay. Talk into the phone when I'm calling you, when you're calling me. Hell, y'all got me as acting as crazy as some of y'all. There is a delay. Don't try to hear yourself on the TV or whatever it is that you're trying to hear yourself on.
Jerry Davis.
Jerry Davis, go ahead.
How you doing, Thaddeus?
I'm doing great.
Yes, sir. I'm calling about reference to the police shooting in Fort Worth, Texas.
Yes.
Okay, it seems like we have a problem where people do not want to come forth and react and tell the truth about what's going on. These cops are being trained. Every time you hear something, we're going into better training. What we need to do is stop the blue wall of silence. When you got a corrupt cop among you, bring them out. That's all we need to do, because it seems like more senseless killing by these white cops, and they're being covered up. And then what about our black cops? We know when something is wrong, we need to bring it forth. That's where you become transparent. There's no transparency there.
Well, I don't see the cover up in this case. Okay? I see the police department of Fort Worth coming forth. Ed Krause, the interim police chief, was ready to fire him. The mayor of Fort Worth apologized to the family for the actions of this police officer. She stated that it was very clear as to what happened. So I don't see the so-called cover-up in this particular story as of yet.
Well, yes, I can agree with that. But you know what? We need to have some kind of phone where we can really check and see the background before they hire these people. And you see, most of the officers that get caught up in these kind of shootings are mostly white officers, and the victim is mostly black. I don't understand how come some of the black officers who work with these people do not become, say, hey.
But I'm talking about this, sir, I'm talking about this particular case. I don't know if there was a history, sir. He's only been on the police force for about 18 months. Don't know if there was a history of which a black officer had anything that he could tell.
Okay, so I'm just trying to figure out how can we go about doing something better to try to look for certain situations that may occur with this individual or any other individual before they. It seems like whenever someone calls the police and they're looking for a certain result, they get a result when it's involving black and white.
They do what now?
It seems like what I'm saying is, I understand
You,
action's gonna be
sir,
hyped up.
you can't blame the neighbor. Hell, I ain't walking across the.
No, I'm not blaming the neighbor.
No, I mean, but you said why? How come the neighbor didn't walk across the street? He might not have even known the people across the street. Okay, he did what you're supposed to do. If I don't look, I live on the street. I don't know nobody. Okay, I don't know nobody on the street. Where I was living before I moved to where I am now, I was there 5 years. I didn't know because when I come home, I'm in the house. When I come outside, I'm leaving. I don't hold no parties and affairs at my house. So he was concerned, and he called the police, which is the right thing to do, which is what they tell you to do. He had no expectation that anything was going to go down like it did at the house. The gentleman's name, I believe, is James Smith. He had no idea this action was going to take place.
I understand that. I'm not saying he had an idea, but I'm just saying I've had neighbors that leave their door open, and like I said, I know some people on my street. And when I see something out of line, I'll go across before I call it. I just go across. I'm just saying to myself, nobody know what was going to go down, but if she had to run across and say, "Hey, your door's open. Is everything all right?"
If it's 2 o'clock in the morning, I'm not approaching anybody's door. Okay? I'm not approaching your door. I don't know you. We ain't friends. I'm not going to approach your door at 2 o'clock in the morning, brother.
Okay, I understand. I hear you.
All right, thank you.
Thank you for listening.
Okay. No, I mean, no. I don't know why on my Instagram page I'm getting all these folks from Trump, and I'm getting your asses off as fast as I see it. Okay. Is that something important? Huh?
Another shooting.
Another shooting in Memphis? Oh.
Texas.
I'm not, but I'm not going to somebody's door 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm gonna call them people. If I think something's going wrong with your house, I'm gonna call them people. I'm gonna look out the door until the people's come.
To accept.
Go ahead, Mike.
Hey, Danny, that's why it's good to vote, so we can vote a mayor and keep the police director on the leash, and then keep the officers on the leash.
Well, in this case, I don't think that you can blame the police or the mayor. This is a rogue.
Not in this case.
This is a rogue police officer. Okay? He's a rookie cop. And for whatever reason, I think that a lot of white police officers need to take sensitivity training, especially if they are patrolling and working in black communities and black neighborhoods. I think that they need to go through some sensitivity training so that they understand black communities and black people.
It seems like they're scared to be in the black community, but maybe they in the wrong field.
Well, you got a lot of racist police officers all across the country. You got racist police officers in the city of Memphis.
Yes, sir.
Okay. But sometimes you don't know a racist is a racist until he performs a racist act. He ain't walking around with no sign on his head that says racist on his forehead. You have to see how that individual acts out. And if that person never acts out, you just think he's a good old boy.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. All right, sir. Thank you so much. All right. Let's take another break. We'll be back here on the Thaddeus Matthews Show. What's up?
I don't think she heard the doorbell.
Huh?
She ain't heard the doorbell. T. Who that?
Who is it? Who is it?
The what? The lawyers. The lawyers. I just said the Jordans. I don't know them. Who is it?
Gone.
Don't forget your reads.
This pastor got exposed. It's all over the media. What media? What pastor? Water Park, you gone.
You heard that?
Huh?
Don't forget your reads.
Okay. Who are you talking about, pretty 2020? No, I'm really not interested. How much time I got left, T? How much time I got left?
When we come back, you have about 5 minutes. Well, about 4 minutes. 5 4 minutes.
No face, you don't stay on the page. Yeah, how's your mama there? Okay.
And 5, 4, 3, 2.
And welcome back to the remaining moments of the Thaddeus Matthews Show. Many of you called during the commercial break. I don't answer the phone during the commercial break. I take a break as well. How many minutes I got left, T?
4.
I got 4 minutes. Want to remind you about DMC Cleaners located at 62 Fairway at 3rd, black-owned cleaners with same-day service in by 9. You can get your laundry, your cleaning back that very same day. They're open Mondays through Saturdays from 7 a.m. until 6 o'clock in the afternoon. On your dry cleaning, if you pay in advance, you only pay half price. Give them a call at 789-7983. 789-7983. They are not a drop-off point. They do all of your cleaning right there on site. They're not sending your clothes off anywhere. So if you're in the Whitehaven, Westwood, South Memphis, or even northern Mississippi, that's the place to go. DMC Cleaners. Also, if you need a gun permit, you want to call Sean Goldsmith at Goldsmith Security Academy. Handgun carry permit classes are 8 hours. Security guard classes, armed and unarmed. All of your security certification batons, chemical spray, shotguns, tactical handcuff, and the AR-14. Beginners and immediate firearm classes, you must be 18 and older. Training is now available 24 hours a day and on Sundays after 1 o'clock. Call Sean Goldsmith at 634-8384. 634-8384. So hopefully tonight we've accomplished a few things. Hopefully someone in City Hall will investigate Brian Clay and find out why it is that a defunct company, a corporation that is totally dissolved, its 501c3 is dissolved, why the city of Memphis gave him $65,000. Would be interesting. I sure would love to hear something about that. We dealt with the Fort Worth officer, and we'll probably deal with it tomorrow night more. Is our society, is the black community really terrorized by police officers? Do you know what your rights are as citizens when you are dealing with police? And I'd like to hear tomorrow night some of your police stories, some things that have happened with you negatively. Don't forget to join me at 6 a.m. Central Time for the Best in Blues on AM 1600 WMQM, 50,000 watts of blues power. Thank you so very much for being here with me on tonight, and we'll do it all over again tomorrow. The Lord said the same, and I sure hope he's saying the same. We'll do it again. Until tomorrow evening, top of the evening to you.
You sure hope he's saying the same?
Huh?
So what you say, you sure hope he's saying the same?
I sure hope he's saying the same.